Hello everybody, I wanted to come on and do a little intro video explaining what this 7-day rainbow cleanse is about. When I first started my awakening journey, I documented everything. I was a lot more logical in my thinking and I love science. So I kind of turned myself into an experiment. I wanted to understand more because spiritual stuff was pretty foreign, but the way people talked about it was super confusing too. So I came up with a way to break it down to myself. And after doing a ton of research and watching all kinds of astrology and people that channeled, I began to notice a pattern, and more truth started to stand out where it overlapped. And then I started seeing where their perception was coming from. So anyway, I just decided to take what stood out and go from there. And I thought my whole thing was like, are happy people healthier or are healthy people happier? And then that led me to understand that health is a lot more than just the physical aspect. A healthy mind is vital as well. And so it began. I realized that there was a physical way to start to understand the non-physical. So let's take it like this. A person that has health issues is more likely to only notice the physical manifestation of those issues, like how sore their body is, how tired they are. If they aren't healthy physically, they tend to get sick more, so then they just focus on getting better, not really identifying the issue. This often leads to depression. This is physical and non-physical, if you ask me, because it really manifests and impacts daily life. And this is all from my point of view at the time, and I've kind of refined it because it's making so much more sense now. Like, I was feeling my way around in the dark. So now I want to help other people. I realized my lifestyle choices were impacting my emotional health, causing disease within my body, which was just a manifestation of my auric field. I wrote this stuff down because it's so much. My diet wasn't very healthy. My exercise regimen was non-existent. I drank excessively almost every weekend. And that's a good use of energy, right? Einstein said the definition of insanity was to do the same thing over and over again and expect different outcomes. So I thought, well, what can I do to clean up my energy body through daily action? How can I physically choose to get a different outcome? Okay? So if this energy stuff is supposed to work this way, then if I do this, I should see something different. So I decided I need to clean up my diet and detox and get my body moving, get my energy moving. I realized that the cleaner your body or your vessel, it's often termed your vessel because it's a vessel for your soul and your spirit, the cleaner that is, the more you are able to identify the root reasons for the emotional distress, because you clean that up, then you're probably not going to be sick as often, you're not going to be as sore. So you can get to the root as to what really is happening emotionally that's maybe causing these physical manifestations. So there are 7 main emotional centers or chakras that relate to physical parts of our bodies. Blockages in these emotional centers often manifest as discomfort, pain, illness, disease, and can leave us susceptible to getting viruses. They also happen to be the colors of our visible light spectrum, which means, interestingly enough, that variations of these colors make up our physical reality. That's the whole thing I needed to make the association, make my science mind happy. So I'm trying to keep this as easy to follow as I can. So then I asked myself, what's the best thing I can give my body first thing in the morning to make my cells wake up and get moving? So I did a bunch of research on what would help my DNA repair faster. And it came down to juicing a lemon first thing in the morning and mixing that with about a half a cup of room temp water because it's pretty sour. You just want to drink it. 30 minutes before you eat or drink anything else. This reason being because lemon juice balances the pH of the body and it kind of acts like battery juice to catalyze cellular repair. And then I realized that the 30 minutes wait for breakfast is the perfect time to do the exercise for the day of the emotional center to bring physical awareness to that area of the body. The idea for the 7-day process is to layer the intentions for that day in a physical way so you can begin to expand your awareness from a more grounded, more physical perspective so you can see how that changes in your daily life or what it correlates to emotionally. For that day, if you want to make a smoothie or add that day's color fruit to some yogurt or oatmeal for breakfast, that's a great way to start the color layers. Wear that color, carry stones for that energy center. Also, avoid dairy, caffeine, processed foods, fast food, alcohol, sugar. Do this stuff as much as you can. It's only 7 days and it is a detox. I would also suggest drinking at least a gallon of water a day, so that's like 8-ounce glasses, interestingly enough, because it's Lionsgate, 8. That was kind of funny. Also, keep a journal of your emotions and write down anything that sticks out to you. You might be surprised as to what comes up in meditation or in a dream. Sometimes I just draw a picture because it's faster. I'm more likely to remember it. So, these things will help us become more aware of what makes our happy. If you can figure out what drives your passion, it's usually what makes you happy. And what makes you happy without being negative to anybody else. That's how you serve yourself and you serve others at the same time. You follow your passion. You use it to better yourself every day. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say here. So the physical and non-physical aspects also relate to this eclipse season that we just had, so we can start to understand and identify the physical structures in our lives. The Capricorn energy and the Cancer energy are like emotional stuff, and how to find a way to integrate those and transmute old thought patterns and processes that do not support our happy, that keep us from our full potential. Like, I drank every weekend because that's just what I thought people my age did. What would happen if I didn't drink every weekend? Like, what would happen? So I documented everything. It was a complete 180. And this is just a general thing to kind of get started on your journey. Kind of like a hand-holding thing. But I figure if we do it together, then maybe we can share our results. I will make another video for the root chakra, or the red day that we're doing, hopefully tomorrow. If you can get started on the 2nd, then the 7 days will be on 8/8. Was that 7? Yeah, I think so. So, if you can get that going, that day is crown chakra day, and that's typically like try to fast and meditation, so it's perfect for that day and being connected. If there's any questions, please let me know in the comments. The types of food, so it'll just be like lemons you'll obviously need. You'll need like red root foods, like, I made a list. Like beets or red peppers, strawberries, cherries, tomatoes, red apples, mushrooms, watermelon, radishes. I mean, you get the idea. Use what you have, but it's the intention that matters the most. Have a great day, guys.